What do you consider to be race?
It's a grace, it's a grace, oh, leading my family to freedom, following Christ to the kingdom. It's a grace,
obviously the first humans.
It's a grace.
It's like everybody was.
Ask me why I feel great, I can feel the power of the grace. It's the grace. So many people get a taste of the spotlight and then they off and gone.
So you guys really enjoyed the last video of me and Kellen where I'm asking him questions, personal questions that really not only helps myself but helps you guys with know us better. So today's video I'm asking him another 7 questions that is a little touchy, especially with what's going on in today's world, but I think it's good to get a perspective from our kids to see, just because they have a more fresh brain, they haven't been here as long as us, and they see things a little differently, and it's also good to kind of see how children think. Also know how your children think, just in case they are thinking improperly, so that you can correct those ways of thinking, and so on and so forth. So we're about to head into the living room, and Candace is going to be filming again. Go see how she's doing, do a little update on her really quick, and how the baby is doing and everything like that. She actually had an appointment yesterday and went good. We got some more ultrasound images, which is really cool. So let's see how she's doing. Hello, honey bunny. Are you ready to film?
Yeah.
How's our baby doing?
She's doing.
Yeah?
Kicking me. She is one strong baby. That's your baby.
Yeah, I'm super strong. She's strong like me.
Yeah, she literally moves me like this. She kicks me. And I'm just like, I have no control. But yeah, she's kicking. She's ready. We're 31 weeks today.
So today's the start of our 8 months.
Mm-hmm. Almost there.
Here's our special guest. Ready?
Here goes. So, Chase is actually going to be telling Kellen right now for the first time. He's learning what the video is going to be about.
Bingo. We're going to be talking about race. Ooh, are you ready?
Race?
Yeah.
Okay.
You agree? You're okay with doing that? Okay.
Are we pressuring you?
Alright guys, we have Kellen here, and are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
You have anything to say before we go on?
No.
Alright, here we go. First one. Name one thing to describe yourself.
Funny. I
Okay.
think I'm funny. I
What do you think, Mom? Is he funny? I think you're funny. Sometimes I just don't want to laugh though.
You do a lot of funny things, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're funny too. What's probably one thing that you would say is funny about you?
I don't know. I just do random stuff and I make myself laugh sometimes.
Oh, we know.
You're going to do something funny for the camera right now?
No.
Why?
3 hours later.
Okay, here we go. On to the deeper questions. What do you consider to be race? All right, if you guys hear any mowing in the background, it's because my neighbor is going in right now.
Race, like, I think it's skin color or something. Yeah.
Is that as far as race goes, you think?
No. Because Pastor talked about it one day.
What did he talk about was race?
I don't remember all of them, but like religions or something.
Yeah, just about. He explained, because looking at it from a biblical standpoint, race is, there's only the human race. That's what race is. When God created, Adam and Eve, obviously they're the first humans. Everybody was distributed from them, or came from Adam and Eve. So it's like we came from the same. We all came from the same. So it's like there's human race, and then outside of that there's, culture and ethnicity and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So you already got it. It's not really just, what it looks like. Now here's one. Does the color of your skin mean anything to you?
By that, what do you mean?
From your skin color, does it, like for me, if someone were to ask me if my skin color means anything to me, I would say it's like yes and no. Because growing up, obviously half my family was black, half my family is white. So being around my black side of the family, I acted different around my black side of the family growing up when I was younger. And then versus being around my white side of the family. That's just like kind of what I went through growing up.
Not really.
What's that?
Because I act the same no matter what.
Yeah, that's
It
good.
doesn't matter who I'm around, I will still act the same. I act like Kellen.
I think skin color is just, skin color. I don't think it puts you in a box or anything like that. Although there are things that come with it just because people look at it as something, or, people will say everyone who's black is a certain way or everyone who's white is a certain way. That's just inevitable in the world. There's gonna be people out there that are like that. But I think, from your standpoint, it's good that it doesn't affect you, or I wouldn't say it's a bad thing if your skin color does mean something to you, because obviously everyone's cultures are something that you can appreciate. Like, you can appreciate the African culture, you can appreciate the Caucasian culture, Mexican culture. I can appreciate all the cultures because they all bring something great to the world. But the skin color doesn't make you or break you or anything like that. So that's good. So from your side of the family, like, what is your background?
What do you mean by that?
Like, for me, I have my dad's side African American, my mom's side a Caucasian or white, black. I also have Hispanic in my family, other things like that, or Indian and so on.
Well, for sure, my dad's side of the family is just black. Well, I think white too, because my grandpa, I think he's white, I'm not sure. And my mom's just Mexican. I don't know, really.
I think that's what's really cool about a lot of people nowadays is, like me, even myself included, being able to be a part of a blended family that has all the colors of the rainbow, really. Because then when you are used to being around an environment, you're not affected by a black person versus a white person, or a Mexican versus an Italian, or anything like that. The skin color doesn't affect you, which is good. Here's a good one. Between a white man and a black man, is there one that to you is more intimidating? If they were to come in and you're in a room and it's a white man and a black man, would there be one that was more intimidating to you?
Not really.
What is that?
Because if you look at it now, black people do the same crimes white people can do, so it's like not one of them's not just more dangerous. So.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that a lot of people, miss, is that anybody can do anything. And one thing that you've heard, and we've all heard, just from going to church, is the media will only sometimes publicize or, put things out that are geared towards a certain race, or not even race, but like a certain culture. So they'll publicize only black people getting killed by the police just to kind of create a narrative so that now all the black people are mad, or there's people that are in that group that'll be mad or upset and feel like they need to join, something to be like rioting and stuff like that. And obviously we understand where they're coming from, but it's just sad to see people that, see the news and think that's the whole story. So it's good to have that perspective of that color really doesn't, it's just like how everyone says, don't judge a book by its cover. It's really about the content of what that person is that defines them, like based on what you do and how you are, how you carry yourself. Is one thing that I always say is, however you represent yourself is how you're going to be treated. So however you present yourself to people is how the people are going to receive you. So if you show yourself to be hostile or, in that kind of way, and which is sad, is that people see black people and they automatically think they're hostile sometimes, or whatever race is. But I think just presenting yourself the proper way to, authorities, to older people, to your friends, that is how people will treat you, obviously. Number 5. This is a good one. Have you ever been treated unfairly because of your skin tone?
No, not really.
Like not at like school or teachers or anything like that you've seen?
There's kids that I used to just make jokes and like they just make rude jokes, but it's like I don't really know. Haven't been bothered by any of that.
Yeah, that's good. Because I can tell you now, like just from your age, because I've had people make fun of me just because of whatever I am, if I'm half black, half white, or if, because I've been around black people who will make fun of me because I'm half black, half white, or they'll be around, I've been around white people who will make fun of me because I'm half black, half white, because I'm not fully white or I'm not fully black. People will literally like make fun of you, or it's hard to fit in some places because of that, but obviously not to be affected by that. But I can tell you that stuff definitely will happen, and especially with the world that we live in, it's good to just be able to not be affected by it and just, keep doing what you're doing. Number 6, what's one thing you do in order to make a difference in the world, or at school or at home, anywhere? Because what you do affects the world regardless.
I don't know.
Like for me, if I wake up, one thing that I know is going to make a difference is if, I smile at your mom and give her a hug or something like that. It's going to make a difference in that day. and that, you know, has some sort of butterfly effect, if you put it that way, that her having a good day is going to make someone else's day better, or, you know, there's a chain effect to where things get done better in the world overall when I do my part. So is there anything that you do that you would want to tell people that you do to encourage others?
Well, I wake up in the morning, study, and pray to God that and thank Him for letting me have a great day today, so I don't like wake up, have moody, and like give you guys attitude. So I pray like that I won't be rude to you guys, give no attitude, so I don't have no trouble today.
That's good. I think that's a good thing for kids to know too, because when it comes to children, there's times where the kids might do something that affects the parents, that affects the entire family, to where whatever the plans were for that day might be messed up. Like I've told you before, that there's times to where we're about to go do something, and then you've done something that kind of just messed up the whole groove of what we were doing. And then what you didn't realize, and I explained it to you when I did, that there's times to where there's an attack that comes on your life to where you're acting up because we're about to do something, even if you don't know what we're about to do. You know what I mean? And I explained that to you one time, and a lot of people don't realize that. It's like the story of the man who's digging for gold, and he gives up at the last minute. Even though he was only one hit away from striking gold, it's like you're that close to getting a reward. So it's always good to just keep pressing towards, you know, good behavior, and, you know, doing your best to make people's day better and making yourself better as well. Here we go. Last question. What do you think is going to solve the issues that people are facing today? Any issues?
Like, will it solve all of it?
Yeah, if you thought of one thing that could help just any person.
Church.
Why is that?
Because you see race in a different way. Like, I didn't think of it that way, the pastor told me. But now I think of it as like, there's not really a difference between all of us, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Color's just a color.
It's true. What do you think, Mom?
Love.
Yeah, I think love. What's love?
Doing what's in the best interest of the person that you're loving. So anybody, if the person down the street, want to be kind to them.
Yeah.
In your house, want to be kind to them.
Yeah, that's a huge
by
thing.
Loving on them.
Because I think people have the golden rule stuck in their head to where treat other people how you want to be treated. But it's like not everybody wants to be treated like you.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't love themselves.
Because like even when it comes to even if you take it to different religions, it's like I'm not going to go throw Christianity in someone's face. Like how we don't go on YouTube and we're like, you got to be a Christian, you got to do all this stuff in order to be right. But it's like I'm gonna love everybody regardless of. And the thing that sucks is like we do us and we're Christian, and it's like people hate on us for that. But it's like we're not forcing it down people's throats or anything like that. You know, it's just one of those things like love is love.
You have to be in a religion to love.
Yeah.
Or have a relationship with, or believe in.
Yeah, you don't have to really believe in anything, but I do know that love comes from God. So if you love, then, you know, it comes from a good place. That's the questions I have for today. Any questions for me? All right. What do you think about them? Was it good?
I didn't think you were going to talk about that. I thought you were just going to ask no more questions again.
All right, we love you guys, and we hope you enjoyed today's video. I feel like today's video was good. I got a lot out of it. What did you get out? You got a lot of good stuff?
Yeah.
All right, did you get a lot of good stuff out of it? Yeah, me too. I learned a lot just from speaking to myself. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. We'll see you next time.